Okay, so this is going to be a demonstration on how to draw a portrait of someone head and shoulders. So the first thing that you want to do is start with the shape of the person's head, and usually our heads are kind of shaped like an upside down egg. So if you think about an egg, it's sort of more flat and round on one edge, and then on the other end it sort of comes to more of a point. So what you do is you kind of draw something kind of like that shape, and then anytime you make a mistake, you just kind of correct lines, make it look kind of like an upside down egg shape. Something kind of like that is fine. Okay, now we're going to go through and do proportions of the features of the face, but first I'm going to put in the neck and shoulders. Now, most of the time people have the tendency to make the neck really super skinny. So remember that your head is pretty heavy. I think I've heard that it's supposed to weigh 8 pounds. And 8 pounds of weight and, supporting that well, you need a pretty thick neck. And so your neck is gonna kind of start out here, and it's gonna kind of gently come in and back out. Okay, so something like that. And then your shoulders kind of come out to the edge of the drawing board or the piece of paper or whatever it is that you're working with. Okay, now we're going to go through and put in the eyes first. And the funny thing about eyes is that if you think about the location of them in your whole head, not just your face, they're going to come about halfway up the actual head. So kind of, you can either make a little mark on one side, or you can just kind of eyeball where the middle of that head is. And you're gonna make 2 kind of almond shaped eyes. And one of the more advanced things that you can see, or you can measure, is usually your eyes, if you split up the section of your head into 5 equal spaces, so here to here, 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 the eyes should be in those 2 spaces that you see that I've put them. Okay, so there should be about the width of one of the eyes in between. Now, the center of your eyes are usually kind of just like a circular shape, and they stretch from one eyelid to the other, and then there's the pupil in the middle. Okay, so we can start there. Now the nose we'll do next. So the nose is actually going to be halfway between the eyes and the chin. So if you want to, again, you can make a little mark off to the side or whatever helps you find that area. And noses are really hard to draw. So I usually start with just a really tiny little kind of curved line, and your nostrils come out pretty far. And usually the bridge of your nose kind of comes in and out around your eye somewhere. And from there, you can either leave it like that, or you can try to connect some of those pieces, thinking about the shape of your nose. Sometimes your nostril kind of sticks off the side like that. My nose isn't quite so pointy, so I'm going to make mine a little more rounded. Okay. And noses are hard. Sometimes if we put too much detail in a nose, it tends to look a little funny. So, and since I'm doing this with dry erase marker, it's even harder. So then your lips, you guessed it, are going to be halfway between the bottom of your nose and your chin. So another mark if it helps you. And that's going to be where the bottom lip is. So you can make a little mark for where the bottom of your lip is going to be. And usually the bottom lip looks just like a smile, and then it kind of comes out. And then the top of your mouth usually has those 2 little bumps that kind of meet right in the middle. And then usually there's another line separating the 2 lips. And one thing that you can do is kind of see that the edges of the mouth should line up about to where your pupils are. So they're about in the right place. Okay, this person looks really funny, and I know it's kind of weird before you get ears and hair and eyebrows and all those things on there. So let's put some ears on this person. So ears generally stretch from the eyes to the bottom of the nose on a person, And I just make a curved line that just goes on the very edge of my person's head, because really I don't need, you know, a big, huge ear. And I'm seeing that my neck over here is maybe just a little bit thick, so I might move it down just slightly. Okay, not too skinny on that neck though. Okay, now eyebrows, if you follow the natural curve of this nose, they're gonna kind of come out and over kind of in that shape. So I like to kind of try to draw it with little individual hairs, but you can make it one line or whatever you feel like doing, whatever the shape of your eyebrows is gonna be. Okay, some of us are hairier than others, it's okay. And then from here, you can go through and add in hair. So hair is going to be down the scalp. So, you know, this is your whole head. This is like if it was Mr. Clean, you know, a shaved head. But your hair is gonna, you know, start down on your actual forehead, kind of grow out of your actual forehead. And, you know, whatever hairstyle you have, you kind of put it in there. Personally, I have long hair, so I'm going to put my hair kind of coming down and around past my ears. And notice how I'm kind of working in smaller lines, kind of filling out that hair area. Okay, so something, and I might cover up my ears, but that's okay. So that's kind of just a general proportional way to draw a person's face, okay? And the more you practice, the better you'll get. There's other details you can put in here, like eyelashes, and eyelashes generally kind of come off of the eyelids at an angle. You can put bottom eyelashes on there if you really want to, but I don't like to put too many eyelashes on because I think it starts looking a little intense when I do that. You can also put, if you can see your eyelid, you can put your eyelid in there. If you have any, you know, I have a mole on my chin, you can put things like that on there. You can put what shirt you're wearing today on your person. So if I have a collared shirt on or something, kind of put that in, you know, if I have a necklace on or whatever. So you can add your details, and that's the basics of how to draw a person. Okay, thanks.